Well, there are a ton of people who work behind the scenes here in the TV news business, and there are a lot of them who are more wise and more creative than those of us here in front of the cameras.
Calogero was one of them, and we just lost him. The father of two teens died suddenly this weekend while on vacation in Ohio with his family. And our Bruce LaShand is here with some memories, and there are so many.
So many. You guys know Albert was a quiet force here, a father, a man of faith, and a mentor to a lot of us. Al Calagero's edit booth is empty now. A colleague has left a white rose on the keyboard, where Al magically married words to pictures. A massive water main break floods homes. He cut those show opens you see every night and edited so many Emmy Award-winning stories we have lost count.
Al Calogero did the editing. Frank McDermott shot the piece. Samara Martin Ewing set the thing up.
This is Broadcast House.
Al Calogero came here as an intern in 1978, and he just never left.
Why did I think of that?
He started as a sports producer and editor with the legendary sportscaster Glenn Brenner, and helped James Brown of CBS Sports get his start.
Al Calogero was one of the finest editors and people I have ever worked with.
To give us a whole new dimension, a whole new ideas.
Al was talking about James Brown, but the same could be said about him.
I can think about every story that has been excellent for me, and he has been a part of it in some way.
He could tell a story with pictures better than anyone I know.
On September 11th, Al brought his young son into the stressed-out newsroom. Al was calm amid the chaos.
He was one who could stand back and look at a situation and say, this is what needs to be done.
Al cared about people, especially his broadcast students at the University of Maryland.
He helped find a role for me in this family.
Al loved his family and his faith even more than the news. His wife Val, his daughter Kate, his son Joseph. Kate, a Georgetown junior, posted to her dad on Facebook, "We'll never know what God has planned or why, but thank you for all the lessons you taught me and all the laughs we shared. I love you forever, and I'll miss you. Rest easy, Dad. I love you." I always called him Al. Turns out he hated that. Always wanted to be called Albert, but that was just like him, not to mention it. He was a rock, a guy who would just sit and listen when you were feeling your worst. We are going to miss him.
There's no question about that. And you know, when we started the 7 p.m. show here a dozen years ago now, Al was the editor who created the fancy opens and all the things we had to make that show go. We couldn't have done it without him.
Amazing talent.
He was our go-to guy, and you know, we honor him with our own commitment to excellence. That's how we honor Al, and we honor him by being good to each other, because that's what he was to us.
Yeah, and our prayers to his family.
Absolutely,
absolutely.
Sending them lots of
And
love
his
tonight.
students.
Yep.
All right, thank you so much, Bruce. We'll be back in a minute.